Uh-oh, Dirty Dom, Daddy Dom, whichever one you want to call him, he's in trouble. Guess who's back, baby? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. If this is your first time here, why don't you just stay a while, man? Like, seriously. This is a wrestling channel here on YouTube. This is the channel for you. If you enjoy pro wrestling, then just subscribe to this channel. You might as well. We're growing every single week. We're putting out videos every single week. We cover Raw. We cover SmackDown. We talk about NXT sometimes. And we definitely cover all the PLEs with reaction videos. We do emails. We talk in the comments. I mean, this is just the place to be. You want to be here. So subscribe to this channel for pro wrestling content. I mean, why not, right? My friends, we got to talk. Some things went down on Monday Night Raw tonight. We have to recap some of it. Look, I was going to make a whole video talking about the entire show, but no. We got to talk about the key moments, and especially the biggest moment of all that happened later on in the night, which they hinted at and they teased at it heavy. So my eyes were on the screen during that main event because I was waiting for it. I knew something was going to happen. And I think we all knew it was going to happen, and then it finally happened. But before we get into that, let's go to the beginning. Let's start from the top. CM Punk leads off the show tonight, cuts a promo here, talks about Drew McIntyre, talks about how he wants to just fight Drew McIntyre already. He just wants to get this done. There's consequences to people's actions, right? More specifically, Drew McIntyre's. So Punk said he cannot do what he fully wants to do. He cannot fight Drew McIntyre if Drew McIntyre is suspended. So CM Punk puts a little plea out there for Adam Pearce to reinstate or bring back Drew McIntyre so that these two can finally square off, which I know I'm speaking for everybody here. This whole ride we've been on with the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre thing has been fun. It's had its ups and it's had some downs, not a lot, in my opinion at least. But it's time. We got to stop the back and forth. We got to stop doing this I show up and cost you, you show up and cost me. Let's just get these two to wrestle. And if they can't wrestle because Punk's not cleared or something, let's just table this for another time and let Drew do something else. But if we're going to do this thing, let's do this right now. I think we all figure it's going to happen at SummerSlam. Let's just get this match going finally. During the promo, Seth Rollins comes out, and I love this. I always love when CM Punk and Seth Rollins get in the ring with one another, especially for a promo, because, to me, honestly, I think overall, Seth Rollins and Punk are not on the best of terms. But I think with this recent return of CM Punk, how he's kind of making amends with everybody, like behind the scenes especially, he's cool again with Corey Graves. He and Triple H, the biggest burnt bridge there ever was, that's mended. I have to believe somewhere in there that Punk and Seth Rollins have kind of come to a better understanding, maybe have kind of eased the tension a little bit between the two. But I think what they show us on screen, they still keep some of that intensity, which I do enjoy. Now, I could be wrong. They could definitely not like each other in real life still, but I do feel like it's gotten a little better between the two. But for right now, I'm just enjoying the whole blurred line of whether this is for real or for not. You know what I mean? I definitely like this promo. They were very intense with one another. Definitely teasing at a future match coming up, which I'm here for 100%. What I think would make it even better is if Seth Rollins is heel during that feud, which he's not heel yet, but I think that turn is coming soon. And believe me, a heel Seth Rollins and a CM Punk is going to sell out any show you go to. Hands down. So Dominik backstage talking to Adam Pearce, telling him that he doesn't want this mixed tag team match to happen. He's supposed to team up with Liv Morgan. He's supposed to face his deadbeat dad, Rey Mysterio, and what is her name? I'm blanking on it. Zelina Vega. Why did I forget that? It's late. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, they're supposed to be in a mixed tag team match tonight, and Dom's saying he doesn't want it. Pearce says, you got your nose, you stuck your nose into the women's match 2 weeks in a row, and Dom quickly was like, that wasn't me. I love it. I love Dom. I at first didn't like him, but he has grown on me so much. Like, I actually really do enjoy Dominik Mysterio. I think he's hilarious, and he's got the look. He's got everything you want. Obviously, he still needs some work, needs some time, but hey, this is going to be a guy who's going to be here for a very long time, so get on board. Dominik is here, and I love it. I love what he's doing right now. I love this whole feud and with his dad, and I also love the whole story with Rhea and Liv. I just, all of it's perfect to me. Liv ends up coming up to him, talking to him about it, and saying that they should go over their match and kind of and prep for it. And Dominik starts to walk away and says, "There better be some tendies and nuggies." I mean, come on, dude. This guy's 5 years old. I love it. It's hilarious. One thing though, it's a small thing, but can wrestlers stop wearing their wedding rings during these things? Like I've mentioned this before, and normally I don't care if they wear their wedding ring. It doesn't matter to me. But if we're going to be including these wrestlers in a on-screen love affair storyline, wouldn't it make more sense to not wear your wedding ring? I've seen Rhea do it. I've seen Dom do it. Can we not do this? It's a small thing for me, but it bothers me sometimes. Like in that segment when he's talking to Liv, obviously with all the things that's been going on with Liv and Dom, and then all the things that went on with Liv and with Dom and Rhea, why wear your wedding ring? I don't know. It's a choice. It's fine. It's whatever. I get it. But like storyline wise, kayfabe wise, come on. We got to take it off for the segment at least. Jey Uso beats Chad Gable in a fairly quick match. It ends when all the lights go out and the Wyatt song starts to play, and Jey ends up spearing Gable and getting the win that way. And then the Wyatt song, the piano key starts playing. Jey dips, gets out of there. Smoke, fills the ring, and then we get Nikki Cross again from underneath the ring. Chad Gable runs away. Nikki Cross ends up giving another box to Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. At this point, I need something else to happen here. I want to see where we're going with this, but at some point, we got to do a little more than what we're doing here with the Wyatts. You can't have these guys show up the first week that they show up and just massacre and demolish people, and then after that, all they're doing is just popping up and handing out VHS tapes like it's a Blockbuster. Come on. We need a little more than this. We're not going to cover every single thing that happened on Raw, but one of the things is that I like to look out for. Bronson Reed in a match with Pete Dunn. I enjoyed the match. It was cool. Two guys that I really do enjoy. I think Bronson Reed should get a little bit of a push here. He should get something. Dude's huge. He's got the look. I mean, he's got what you want. He's not really that over with the crowd yet, but they need to work on this because this dude has got all it takes to be an imposing figure on Raw and on WWE in general. So he ends up beating Pete Dunne. He ends up going to maybe attack him after the match, but Sheamus makes the save. So it looks like we're heading into a program with Sheamus and Bronson Reed, which I am here for because this will help Bronson Reed stick out. It'll help him shine if Sheamus could put him over here. But also, I wouldn't sleep on Pete Dunne. They may fit him into this somehow because Sheamus made the save and he tried to go hug Pete Dunne, but Dunne pushed him off and then left the ring. And for some reason, I forgot why Pete Dunne has some shade with Sheamus, with some beef, and then Michael Cole said something, reminded everybody that Sheamus walked out on the Brawling Brutes, and I'm like, okay, well, now it makes a little more sense to me. I just had forgotten that type of thing, I guess, but maybe we get ourselves a little bit of a trio here of a feud between Dunn, Sheamus, and Bronson Reed. I'm here for it regardless. I think at the end of this, we have to make Bronson Reed come out looking better than he did going in. We've got a segment backstage. Priest is talking to the Judgment Day. Seth Rollins comes up to them, asks for a second. They end up talking to one another as the rest of the Judgment Day goes away. It's just Priest and Rollins at this point. They kind of compliment each other here and there. Hey, props for sticking to your word. I'll stick to mine. They kind of that whole thing goes, back and forth there. That little exchange. Seth said he'll honor his word. He won't go for that title anymore as long as Priest has it. And then Priest stops him, and then he returns a compliment. And then he says, you know what? That gentleman's agreement we had, I'm just going to throw it out the window. So whatever we just did, it didn't freaking matter. So Priest says after he's done beating Gunther, then he's down to give Seth Rollins another match whenever Seth Rollins wants. Problem is, and it's a big problem, I don't think he's going to beat Gunther at SummerSlam. I really don't. If he does, I will be shocked beyond belief. Maybe more shocked than I was that Bronson or Braun Breaker didn't beat Sami Zayn. But hey, I digress. We'll see what happens there. I still don't think Gunther loses to Priest. I just cannot see it. I know some of you have mentioned maybe they get into a triple threat type of feud. I could see that, but I definitely don't see Gunther losing to Priest. Sami Zayn then enters the ring, cuts a promo, talks about how he's not an underdog, and then Braun Breaker comes out. I'm summarizing all of this. Braun Breaker comes out, and they start to exchange some words. Braun Breaker looks like he's about to say something to Sami, kind kind of has a couple of sentences, and then he quickly turns around, hits Sami with a spear. He speared Sami Zayn out of his own damn shoe. This man is lightning. I love Bron Breakker. I need more from Bron Breakker. I need him to win a championship. I don't care what title at this point. Bring back the 24/7 title. I don't care. Just give him something. Bron Breakker deserves something here. This guy is a star. I mean, he's already a star, and he's only been here for a few months. I mean, this is insane to me. This dude will be the future of this company. This is the reason why, in my last video, I mentioned how one of the people I want Cena to face on his way out next year is Bron Breakker. Give me Bron Breakker versus Cena. It'll make Breakker 1,000 times bigger than what he is now. Can I just say, by the way, I love Carlito, but I don't like him in the Judgment Day. I just have to throw that out there. I really think they signed him with good intentions, but they quickly realized they have no creative ideas for him, so they just shoved him into the Judgment Day, which the Judgment Day to me has just become this clown show. I don't know. I just want them to end. I'm saying it, man. I don't really enjoy the Judgment Day together anymore. I really don't. I hope this kind of comes to an end and fizzles out. You can have them feud with the Wyatts, something. I just need the Judgment Day to just stop, and they all kind of go their own separate ways, because to me, I don't think it's working. Speaking of, though, they do end up walking in on Liv Morgan stretching out Dom Mysterio on a couch. He's like stretching his leg, and they all peep around the corner and see it, and Priest calls him out on it. So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, other than the comedy parts, what are the Judgment Day? So we end up seeing the VHS tape that the Wyatts gave Michael Cole to play. I don't know why they don't just go to the production truck themselves and give the tape over. Why do they always got to give it to Michael Cole? Michael Cole just sends it off anyway, so I don't know. But we end up seeing another backstage thing here with Bo Dallas, but I won't complain about this one because I actually really did like this one. Better than last week's, I felt like. Bo talking to Uncle Howdy or himself, saying that he saved his family. They were discarded. He brought them in. He gave them purpose. And then all of a sudden, we start to see these flashes of the masks and who are under the masks. We see Gacy. We see Dexter Lumis, who looks crazy. And we also see Eric Rowan. They didn't show Nikki Cross's face under the mask, which I thought was interesting. I wonder if they're going to, or if they're just going to let Nikki Cross just stay that way, and when she wrestles, she just wrestles in the mask. I wonder if they're going to keep it that way. But I really liked this segment for sure. I need more, though, from the Wyatts. I need some action here, but I really did enjoy it. Really cool moment, though, where in that vignette little VHS tape back there, Bo asks, do you think and then he stops and he goes, do you think we are sick? And then Uncle Howdy responds, yes, I do. The way he says it was funny. And then Bo Dallas says, then sick we will be. Like, that is, I loved it. I loved the way that looked. And then the way they put the graphics over Bo's face as like he was Uncle Howdy. And then you got Gable talking backstage to Pierce. Gable walks away. Pierce opens his door. And who's in his office? It's Bo Dallas in his office. I didn't think we would see this. I definitely like it. I need to know where it's going. What's going to happen next? I loved it. That part to me just made the whole VHS tape 100 times better than what it was for me. I loved the tape. And then immediately seeing Bo Dallas in Pierce's office, I thought was really cool. I'm like, damn, where are they going to go with this? So now clearly they've established and they've told us that Bo Dallas will be out of Uncle Howdy's costume or mask or whatever, and he will appear as Bo Dallas. So I definitely love that. I need to know what this means, though. Are we going to see the other characters outside their masks too, walking around backstage, or is just Bo Dallas popping up here and there, a special appearance? I need to know more. Which we're still invested. I do need some action, though, from the Wyatts, like I said. I just need something to happen from them. Zoe Stark, Sonya Deville, and Shayna Baszler seem to be a new faction. I thought I would maybe mention that, show the women some love here. I like the faction. I actually do think Sonya Deville was the actual missing piece for me to actually care about Shayna and Zoe Stark. I'm not a crazy Zoe Stark fan. I do like Shayna Baszler, but for some reason, I think I kind of like all three of them together. Sonya can talk. We know that. So Sonya can talk for them, but Sonya could also get in the ring and do some work too. So I kind of like this. I want to see what they name themselves, how far they go. It's cool. I'm cool with it. Just got to give it some time, see how things go with these three. And then we get to our main event. My goodness. The whole match, I was glued. I was like, come on, is it going to happen? And so we get the mixed tag match. We got Zelina Vega and Rhea versus Dom and Liv. So at the end of the match, Liv throws a chair into the ring while Dom and Rhea are on the top rope. The referee goes to grab the chair to get it out of the ring. Liv gets up on the apron, trips up Rhea, so he lands on the old groin area on the ropes, and then Dom capitalizes, hits a frog splash after Rhea falls off, and then they win. At first, they hug. Dom and Liv hug, and then Dom kind of gets away. He's like, whoa, 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 maybe I didn't mean all that. And then Liv runs up to Dom, jumps on him. They end up falling backwards down onto the mat where Dom's like on top of Liv, and they look like they're about to get it on or make out. And then what do we hear? Mommy is back. Rhea Ripley's song hits. She comes storming down. Thunderous pop. I love the pop from Mommy. For Rhea Ripley, she comes down. Liv Morgan runs out of the ring, gets out of dodge. Rhea slides into the ring, looks at Dom, has a stare down. She says some stuff to him. And then for me, my screen kind of cut out like towards the end of this, but I caught what happened. Dom looked like he was going for a hug, but Rhea kind of like pushed him away and left. So here we go. Here we go. We're going to get Liv versus Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. That's got to happen. And before, a few videos ago, up till now, I've been saying that Rhea is going to beat Liv Morgan, but all of a sudden, I don't know, I'm starting to feel like maybe that's not as much of a shoo-in as I originally thought it was. Maybe Liv Morgan gets Dom to help Liv retain, or something happens where Liv doesn't beat, or Rhea doesn't beat Liv Morgan. I don't know. I could be wrong. Rhea could win. You know, if she does, it's all good. I'm cool with that. I love Rhea Ripley, but Liv Morgan has been doing some pretty good work here. I know a lot of people were not on Liv Morgan's train here when she first became champ. A lot of people crapped on the idea. But even though she hasn't had any great, like, memorable matches and title defenses since becoming champion, she has been the top story on Raw this whole time until the Wyatt showed up. So other than Drew and Punk, like, Liv has done amazing work in this character, her new character that she's in now. And I don't know if I'm ready for it to end yet. I'm not ready for Liv to give up the title. I'm not ready for her to part ways with Dom. I like where they're going with this. So maybe they continue it on, or maybe Rhea just beats her at SummerSlam. Either way, we have amazing matches coming up at SummerSlam. I cannot wait for that pay-per-view. Hopefully it's a little better than Money in the Bank. Hopefully it's a lot better than Money in the Bank. Yeah. Anyways, cool Raw. I enjoyed it. I definitely liked all these moments. I'm glad I got to talk to you all about it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet and you're a new person checking out the channel, I ask that you please take a couple seconds, hit subscribe, join us here on this channel. We got a great channel. We got a great community here. We obviously love talking professional wrestling. We love talking about WWE. So join us on that. And if you are a returning subscriber, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please hit like on the video. Please comment on the video. You know I love seeing your thoughts and your comments, so please keep them coming. Have a good week, everyone. We will be back with more videos, of course, so keep an eye out for those. Until we meet again, my friends, stay bitter.